Hello my loves, so today we're going to be picking our February TBR using TBR prompts, and this is my first time doing something like this, so I'm really excited to see what I get. I've also updated my TBR with books that I want to read really soon, but also I've put my 25 books that I want to read in 2025 on this TBR cart, so hopefully it will mean that I will actually get around to them. Fantasy, romance and continuations of series that I want to, and kind of hardbacks, bigger books up here. Then we've got my epic high fantasies here, and then we've got romance down at the bottom, but it is double-sided. And this is not all of my TBR either. These are just books that I want to read ASAP, so these are where I keep my bookmarks as well, so ignore that. But we have like literary fiction, a little bit of thriller, and then down the bottom we have even more romance. So there's loads to pick from. There's even books on the side, but we're not going to talk about that. So let's go ahead and pick out the first prompt. I spent an evening making all of these prompts and printing them out, all of that good stuff. So it's loads of prompts in here. It doesn't look like it, but there are loads in here. So, a book you bought because you like the cover. I only buy books because I like the covers. So all of them, basically. Definitely Daughter of the Moon Goddess is one of those. I mean, come on, how stunning is this? I think this is the only book that I bought because I like the cover. Everything else I bought because they were recommended, like on TikToks or videos, Booktube, whatever. So this one I bought for myself because of the stunning cover. So yeah, we're gonna go with Daughter of the Moon Goddess, and this is just in time because HarperCollins have just announced that they're gonna be doing a TikTok exclusive, and it has the most beautiful edges. So I definitely want to pick that up if I like the book. So we shall see. Should I put it there? I'll put the books there. Right, let's pick another prompt. A book with more than 400 pages. I do really want to continue Kingdom of Claw while it's still fresh in my head. It's the second book to The Road of Bones, and I just finished The Road of Bones in January. So I do want to read this while the plot and the characters are still fresh in my head. And this is definitely over 400 pages. Let me double check. Yeah, 600 pages. Wow. Or I could pick Of War and Ruin by Ryan Carhill. This is like 1,000 pages long. And once again, it's a continuation of a series that I really want to read. This was meant to be read in January. Obviously, I didn't get to it, so I do really want to read this one as well. But oh my god, the writing is so tiny in this book. This is gonna probably take up the whole of my month. But I've heard such good things, and I do miss this world and I miss these characters, but this is just it's a bit too much for the month of love. Let's keep it pretty light. So I think I'm gonna go for Kingdom of Claw while it's still fresh in my head. Okay, let's pick another prompt. I do want to get couple romances on the TBR, so let's see if we get a romance. We have lowest rated on Goodreads. Why are you doing this to me? It was meant to be a good month. It was going so good so far. Right, let me get my phone. I am gonna pick the lowest rated that is on my physical TBR cart, not, you know, my whole bookshelf. Okay, so we're gonna change it to average rating, reverse. Actually, I've taken this one off my TBR, so let's remove that. Well, none of these are on the cart, so let's keep scrolling until I find one that is on the cart. Guild? I have Guild. Okay, so the first one that I found that's the lowest rated, that's 3.60, is Guild by Raven Kennedy. I do want to read this series because I think it is now completed, and I constantly hear good things about it, but I have heard that this is probably the worst book in the series, and then it just progresses and grows into something that, you know, people love. So it's about King Midas and his golden girl. I don't know, but this will be on the TBR. I mean, it's good because I think if I wasn't forced to read this book, I probably would have let it just sit on the TBR and rot. So it's good that it's, you know, been forcefully put on my TBR. So we've got 3, and I do want to pick 6 prompts. So 3 more. Let's go for it. Give me a good one. Give me a good one, please. A book that intimidates you. What is going on today? The fates are really not on my side today. Okay, well, I'm actually gonna flip this because I'm actually gonna read a book that I do really want to read, but it also intimidates me, which is this big chunker right here of War and Ruin by Ryan Carhill. It is a series that I love, and it is a series that I want to continue, but the sheer size of this really intimidates me. And if you guys could see the size of the writing in here, let me give you a close up. I don't know if you can tell how small that text is, but I'm gonna read this on my Kindle because what the hell. Luckily it is on Kindle Unlimited, so I will be downloading the book on my Kindle, and hopefully it won't feel as big as it is. See how I made that prompt work in my favor? Okay, 2 more prompts, let's go for it. Start the first book in a new series. Okay, that could be so many books on here. Do I want to go straight in with these epic fantasies knowing I need to read that big chunker? I don't think so. So I'm looking at Heavenly Bodies. I'm looking at From Blood and Ash. Maybe let's go for Heavenly Bodies. This is the early copy. That's why it's paperback. I believe it is out in hardback. What is this book about? In a world ruled by the stars, cruel and merciless gods, Alara has been cursed by fate. A prophecy promises she will fall for a star, but it will kill them both. When the star of wrath and war descends to hunt Alara, the neighboring kingdom sees an opportunity to take her from her home, the kingdom of night, to Helios, the kingdom of light, where she strides straight into the arms of an enemy prince. There, Alara is forced to either let Prince Lorenzo train her into a weapon worthy of battling against the tyrannical reign of the stars, or to accept her fate. But there are shadows even within the kingdom of light, and they threaten to reveal the darkness in Lorenzo's past and the ancient magic that slumbers in Alara's veins, and with it all, the undeniable star-crossed pull between them. I love fantasy romance synopsis. I really hope the actual writing and plot lives up to the synopsis, because that sounds amazing. But yeah, I didn't manage to get to this before it came out, so I do want to read it while it's still relatively new and give you my thoughts on it. And I have seen a lot of my fantasy romance lovers, friends loving this book, so I am intrigued. So yeah, this will be going on the TBR. Okay, final prompt. Please be good, please be good. Oh, I dropped it. We go again. Okay, here we go. A standalone novel, finally. I can't add any more books to my series TBR. I do want to use this for a romance because, like I said, the month of love, and I feel like I haven't got much. I've got fantasy romance, but I haven't got much romance, contemporary romance going on. So The Charm Offensive is definitely a standalone, and it is on my 25 books that I want to read in 2025. So this might be a nice cute palette cleanser in between all of the fantasy romance that I'm reading this month. And I have heard good things about this book, so I do want to get it. I've had it for years, so I do want to get to it. So yeah, we're gonna add The Charm Offensive as our standalone. That is a heavy TBR. So we have The Charm Offensive, our only romance. We have Heavenly Bodies, a romantasy of war and ruin, an epic fantasy. Guild, a romantasy. Kingdom of Claw, a romantasy. And Daughter of the Moon Goddess, a romantasy. That is the TBR. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you're planning to read in February, and I will see you in my next one. Take care. Bye.